Today, we're going to remember when we practiced about rereading, we go ahead and reread because it's so important. Sometimes we miss some good information or we learn something new. So it's good to reread a few times so that way we can always grasp new information. So in every section of their pages, there's something interesting the author has put on there so that way you can look at and really pay attention. He wants you to know something. So he's making sure that he puts lots of details, how we do in our stories when we write, and they're doing the same thing. So that's why it's so important to reread. So make sure we can go back and look at any information that we're missing, okay? So it's very important to reread your story. Now, here we go. So rethink. So one of the things that we're going to do today is rethink. Okay, so I'm going to read a story for you. Okay, and then kind of like when we reread the book, we're going to rethink in our brains what happened in the story so that way we can be able to tell our friends what happened in the book. It's kind of like a movie. We close our eyes. Okay, what was happened in this story? Kind of like in a movie. You remember the little steps, what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, what happened at the end, who was in the movie, right? Well, the same with the book. It's the same thing. You're just going to see who was in the movie or the book and what happened in the beginning of the book, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. So that's kind of what we're going to do when we rethink, when you rethink of what we just read, okay? So after we rethink, how are we going to remember all that information? So I have the 5-finger retell that will help you, okay? The first one is the setting, where things are taking place. Remember, we've learned about the setting. That's whether it's outside, whether it's in a city, whether it's in the country, whether it's at a lake. That's the setting. Remember, that's where it took place, okay? And the setting also includes the time. Okay, the time of, did it happen at night? Did it happen during the morning, afternoon? Those are really key points when it comes to the setting. Okay, so remember, setting is the place, just kind of like how it shows here, a place. Okay, where did it take place? So this story, we're going to find out where it took place. The characters, who was in the book? Those are the characters. In movies, they have the same thing. There's so many settings, and there's also lots of characters in there. Same with the book. We're going to look at all the characters in this book. Then, just like a movie, something happens in the beginning, then something happens at the middle, and then the end, something happens, resolution of some sort, okay? So same here, okay? We're going to listen to the story. We're going to see what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened on the end. And usually, for the most part, like a movie always starts with something very interesting in the beginning, and then there's always like a problem, something that's going on, you know, like maybe the monster's trying to get everybody, they're eating them, you know, the people or anything that looks like people, you know, something like that. That's a problem. So now the people are trying to save the world, you know, by trying to get rid of these monsters. And that's the solution they're trying to figure out. And then same with the books. Books do the same thing. They have a problem and we try to we read the book and see what the actual problem is and then how they resolve that problem in the book. So we're going to read this book and we're going to think of those 5 things: the setting, the characters, who's in here, where did it take place, the beginning, okay, what happens in the beginning, and the middle, and then at the very end, okay? And we'll see what the problem was and then how we fit the solution. Hopefully their solution, not all the time is their solution, but we'll try to see, okay? So we'll do that, and I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of that and stop sharing so that way you can see only my screen, because I'm going to read you this beautiful, cute story. Okay, so I'm going to look like a good reader does, always looks at the cover and see, well, I think this story is going to be about a cat and a dog. because it has a cat and a dog in the front of the page. I'm just gonna flip through the pages kind of real quick and see what it might be about. Okay, kitty. Uh-oh. See, a dog bit a kitty. Oh, look, the dog is so silly. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm looking at each page. What is it might be about? Something to do with the dog and the cat. Look at that. We'll see what it's going to be about, but for sure it's about the cat and the dog. So now let's read the title, see what it is. Maybe it'll help us a little bit. Okay, it says, Bad Kitty Does Not Like Dogs. Ah, that makes sense. I saw a lot of problems in there, and when I was flipping through the page. Bad Kitty Does Not Like Dogs, and it's by Nick Burrell. All right, let's read this beautiful story. Remember, characters, well, we already know, that's right here. Cat and the dogs. And when I looked through the page, that's who I saw, were these two. Those are the characters, okay? Now, where does it take place? Remember, where is it at? From what I can see, looks like it's inside the house. It's not outside. I don't see no trees or anything. So I think it's inside, okay? And then what happens in the beginning, what happens in the middle, what happens in the end. So let's find out. Okay, Bad Kitty Does Not Like Dogs by Nick Burrell. Kitty has been busy. Oh, now she wants to take a nap. Oh, look at that silly kitty. She just wants to take a nap. But not Puppy. Not Puppy. Puppy wants to play. Totally opposite, right? Totally opposite. One wants to sleep, one wants to play. Woof! Look at his face. It startled him. Oh, scared him. Puppy wants to play baseball. Look at the puppy go. He's playing baseball. He's like, what the heck? I just want to sleep. Puppy wants to play basketball. Wow. I still want to sleep. Puppy wants to play soccer. Wow, look at that. I just want to sleep. Look at his face. I could tell just by his expression on his face. Puppy wants to play chess. Wow, he just wants to play anything and everything, doesn't he? Reminds me of my dog. That's what my dog always wants to do. It's like, I don't think so. I don't want to do that. Even though Puppy does not know how to play chess, he still just wants to play. Kitty does not want to play with Puppy. Look at him. He's giving the face like, I don't want to play right now. I just want to sleep. Leave me alone. And he's like, oh, come on, I just want to play. I can see by all the expression on their face. Kitty does not want to play baseball or basketball or soccer or chess. He's really making a point there, huh? Not being really nice about it, though. Oh, kind of looks a little scared. Kitty wants to take a nap. He's snoring already. He's like, what? Poor Puppy. Oh, look at that. Scared him when he howled. Oh, because he's sad. He just wants to play. Come on, Kitty. Kitty has an idea. Wonder what his idea might be. Kitty wants to play a game called Sleep. What a good game. Wants to play Sleep. He's pretty excited about that. It's a game. The player who can sleep the longest wins the game. Oh, look at He's so excited because now Kitty is going to play with him the game of who can sleep the longest. He's super excited. On your mark, look at that. On your mark, get set, go. Sleep. Look at, they're sleeping. Was that just a great idea from Kitty? Wow. Look what's going on. He's sleeping, huh? And he thinks he's just playing a game. And he thinks he's still playing a game. Too bad. Puppy loses the game. But Kitty wins. Hooray. Kitty does not like dogs. Look at that. The end. Oh, that was such a beautiful story. It had so many of the things. So I'm going to ask questions, okay? Please mute your mic. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to ask the questions and see if you guys can help me. When I call your name, just unmute your mic and see if we can figure out what it is we were learned in the story today, okay? Remember the 5 fingers, characters, okay? The setting, where did it take place? And then beginning, middle, and end. So I'm going to call on Desmond. Desmond, can you tell me, can you unmute yourself and tell me, Desmond, who were the characters in this story, Bad Kitty?
The cat and the dog.
Yeah, Kitty and Puppy, huh? Yep, those were the characters. Good. Awesome. Now let's think again. Let's think again. Where's the setting? Somebody can tell me. Leah, what do you think the setting was in this story? Where did it take place?
Inside.
Inside a barn?
Inside the house.
Inside the house. Yes, that's the setting. They were inside the house, right? So we know the characters, they're Puppy and Kitty. We know that the setting is in the place of the inside the house, right? So now we need to know the beginning, middle, and end. Let's see if we can solve that, okay? So I want you to put on your thinking caps and think really hard, okay? Because we're rethinking what happened, like the movie. And this was kind of like a movie, but as we read it, what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. All right, here we go. I'm going to choose Ayla. What happened in the beginning of the story? Remember what happened in the beginning of the story? Maybe I'll flip to it so you can see. What happened in the beginning of the story? Can you unmute yourself?
The kitty was tired.
The kitty was tired. What did he want to do?
Sleep.
He wanted to sleep. But what did the puppy want to do?
Play.
Play. So was that a problem? That one wanted to sleep and one wanted to play?
Problem.
Yeah, it was a problem, huh? Because Kitty wants to sleep, but Puppy wants to play. So that's the problem. So now we got to rethink of what we read. What happened in the middle? What happened in the middle? What are the things that happened in the middle? There's a lot of stuff that happened. So I'm going to call in a couple people, they can tell me what happened. How about, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Sorry, Beth, what are some of the things that happen in the middle? Because we know already the beginning, the puppy wants to play, the kitty wants to sleep. So that's a problem. So what things happen in the middle, Beth?
The puppy kept telling the kitty he wanted to play basketball and football and everything.
Yeah, he just wants to play. He was like, come on, let's play. And then he starts playing all these kind of sports. How about, is Raylyn here today? I don't see Raylyn. How about Maggie? Maggie, what are some other things that happen in the middle? Do you remember?
He wanted to sleep and they tried sleep.
The kitty wanted to sleep. What else did the puppy do though? Do you remember?
The puppy wanted to play.
What are some things that he did in the middle of the story? Like, can you tell? I know he wanted to play a lot of sports, but other things did he want to do? Do you remember?
He wanted to play sleep.
Oh, the kitty wanted to, that was towards the end, right? All of a sudden, Kitty got an idea. When Kitty got an idea, do you think that he was trying to solve the problem of the puppy wanting to play and him wanting to sleep? Do you think he was trying to do? Yeah, right? He was trying to solve that problem. Like, how can I get this puppy to leave me alone? Because I want to sleep, right? And the puppy just wants to play. So he got a great idea for that problem. And he said, you know what? Let's play sleep. And did he resolve that problem in the story, Petra?
Yes.
It took place, characters, what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened in the end, okay? That way you are able to retell how we just work together of retelling that story, right? Together as a class, we were able to retell what happened in that story, right? Okay, so now I want you guys to go get a book, okay? Go get a book, and I want you for I know there's these books you have read already. So for just a couple of minutes, I want you to think about that book. Think about that book of what happened. That way you can retell that story to your friends. So I'm going to pick two people out of my neutral can, and you're going to show me a book, and you're going to remember the 5 things so that way you can retell what happened in the story, because in this story we worked together and we retold the story about the kitty and the dog, who the kitty didn't want to play, the dog did, the kitty got an idea, it worked, but at the end it didn't, right? All right, so go ahead and grab a book.